Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to J. Louis Bogus Stadium for Birdbowl 32. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Harlingen South varsity cheerleaders. Freshman, first-year varsity, Amberly Farias. Freshman, first-year varsity, Emma New. Freshman, first-year varsity, Benay Cruz. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Jada Benavides. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Michaela Ramirez. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Larissa Tyndall. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Sofia Galan. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Daisy Ramon. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Gabriela Molina. Sophomore, first-year varsity, Ryan Rivera. Junior, first-year varsity, Abiela Pedraza. Junior, second-year varsity, Emery Mileres. Senior, second-year varsity, pennant forward recipient, Ariana Vasquez. Senior, third-year varsity, NCAA All-American cheerleader, Sharon Cuellar. Senior, third-year varsity, Annette Garcia. Senior, third-year varsity, Dakota Tiffin. Senior, third-year varsity, pennant forward recipient, individual leadership award recipient, and captain, Gigi Garza. Senior, third-year varsity, NCAA All-American cheerleader, and captain, Jocelyn Cruz. The Harlingen High School South Cheerleader of the Week is senior, Ariana Vasquez. We need all first responders to make your way down to the scoreboard end zone. All first responders, make your way down to the scoreboard end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, to show the spirit of sportsmanship and camaraderie, it is tradition for the hosting school to welcome the visitor school.
Good evening, football fans. On behalf of the Harlingen High School South administration, staff, students, fans, and student council, we would like to welcome the Harlingen Cardinals to J. Lewis Bogus Stadium. Your officers for the 2024-2025 school year are President Gigi Garza, Vice President Jocelyn Cruz, Secretary Samantha Santiana, Treasurer Ariana Renteria, Historian Adana Canales, and Parliamentarian Marley Garza. We would like to offer you this basket as a symbol of friendship between the two schools. May tonight's game be played with good sportsmanship and to every player's best ability. We pray that every player is left without injury. A special thanks goes out to every person who made this game possible. The best of luck to both teams, the Harlingen South Hawks and the Harlingen Cardinals. Have a safe trip home and may the best team win. Go Hawks!
Thank you, Harlingen High School South, for that warm welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Olivia Villarreal, President of Harlingen High School Student Council. Tonight's game highlights the many hours of hard work and discipline of all of our students, coaches, and sponsors. However, these efforts would not be possible without the dedication and support of the administration, the faculty, the staff, and most importantly, the fans in the stands. We know no matter what happens tonight, we will always be proud of our boys. As we enjoy tonight's game, let's keep our first responders who continue to work diligently to ensure our safety and our thoughts and in our prayers. And we also recognize that all men and women who have answered the call to serve our amazing community. We forever thank you for your service. Let's have a great game, and remember, Cardinal spirit never dies. Go Cardinals!
We're proud to announce that tonight's coin toss will be performed by our 2024-2025 Elementary Teacher of the Year, Patricia Salazar. Joining her tonight are extraordinary individuals, the dedicated Teachers of the Year from HCISD. These educators have gone above and beyond in their classrooms, making a difference in the lives of our students every single day. As the captains make their way to the center, we'd like to thank these educators for their commitment to excellence and continued support of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's captains are, for the Hawks, number 4, James Navarrete, number 8, Dylan Anaya, number 14, Alvin Edwards, and number 25, Joaquin Romero. Captains for the Cardinals are number 3, Ulises Garza, number 22, Noah Huerta, number 31, Sterling Tomlin, and number 54, Anthony De Leon. Tonight's officials are from the Rio Grande Valley chapter of Texas Association of Sports Officials. Referee Javier Moncada, umpire Erasmo Gonzalez, head linesman Joey Leija, line judge Rudy Vasquez, back judge Marco Hernandez, field judge Gerardo Jerry Lopez, and side judge Armando Garcia.
Good evening, Harlingen, and welcome to Bogus Stadium for Bird Bowl 32. It's week 2 of the regular season for the Harlingen Cardinals and the Harlingen South Hawks. It's a special week, though. It is Harlingen versus Harlingen South, Bird Bowl 32. I'm Jim Young. I'm here with Joe Martinez. Joe, what does it mean to be here in the booth at Bogus Stadium for Bird Bowl 32?
You know, Jim, it means everything. This is where you get to see both Harlingen schools fight it out and get the Birdbowl trophy. This is what one of the classics. It's been going down for 32 years, like you mentioned, Birdbowl 32. This has been a tradition here in Harlingen. The fans look forward to it. I'm looking across. You see a sea of red. I'm looking down right now at the stadium, and you see a lot of green out here. Both sides are here and supporting their schools, which you want to see. This is a united community, and you get to see all this, and it just brings a lot of joy to me. Going to answer your question real quickly, it's an honor to be here and watching these guys go at it. It's actually more of a privilege to me to be calling this game, to be in this. I think this is one of the greatest jobs we have.
It really is, Joe. We're so privileged to be here, like you said. These student athletes, these cheerleaders, these band members, the choir members that are singing the national anthem, the media team, the administration, just so many hundreds, thousands of people who put so much in for this, and it's so much of a privilege and honor for us, like you said, to be able to bring this to you. This is a home game for South. We in every other week we will be a homer broadcast unabashedly. Today is special. Today is Hawks versus Cards. We don't take sides. For the health and safety of our viewing audience, we don't allow cameras in the press box. But if you could see, I'm wearing my khaki HRL Harlingen hat, and we're rooting for the Hawks and the Cardinals. And so we're going to give you the plays of both. We're going to try to create some excitement when the Hawks or Cards score a touchdown or create a turnover. But we're gonna try to stay neutral. We're gonna give you the action. This is the 32nd playing of the annual Bird Bowl. The Cardinals have dominated this series, Joe, 26-5. The last win for South was actually pretty recently, and it was not long after Coach Izzy Gonzalez got to South. They got the win in 2021 by the score of 28-21. They've won only 4 times previous in the 31 playings of this game. They won back-to-back twice in 98 and 99, and then in 06 and 07, and that was under the leadership there in South of the legendary former San Benito, former Texas, former Oklahoma State, Mississippi State coach.
He's everywhere.
And former Brownsville Port coach Jim Helms, and he came and turned the program around for a bit before he left again, got a couple wins. But then from 2007 through 2020, it was all Cardinals. A note about that 06-07 back-to-back win for South. The 06 year, the last year for Coach Creeders. The 07 year, the first year for Coach Gomez. Coach Gomez lost to Harlingen South and San Benito in 2017, and that hasn't happened since. So a lot of stories, a lot of lore about this series, and a little bit of controversy, Joe. Bird Bowl 2, the very first playing of this game, we had some controversy.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors, Jim, that have been going around on both sides, on the south side, on the north side. But we go back what the rumors tell us, and I wish we could, I know you've been trying to search it on YouTube and stuff like that and see if any of our viewers are watching. Let us know if they have any clip of Bird Bowl 2 with the infamous kick that got Harlingen up on that game, and Harlingen South literally said that it was wide right.
They swore it was wide right. The referees called it good. It put Harlingen up 25-22. There was some time left on the clock, but Harlingen didn't have enough time to do anything with it. So Bird Bowl 2, like Bird Bowl 1, like 24 other Bird Bowls, went the way of the Cardinals. But it's a strong Harlingen South team. It's a strong Cardinal team. This is going to be a great game, Joe.
I think it's going to be a very exciting game. I think you have a very matchup. This is going to tell us about both teams, where they're at, because both teams have looked good in the scrimmages and in their first games on the regular season. But it's going to be, and going back to what you were saying earlier, but Coach Izzy's first year is when when he got his very first year at South, was able to take down the Harlingen Cardinals.
So we're trying to kind of move around the festivities on the field. We're going to keep going. The flag is being brought out. We'll pause for the national anthem. But in the meantime, this is week 2, and both the Hawks and the Cardinals played last week. The Hawks went on Thursday night to Nicky Rowe and played a tough game. That started out by trading 3-and-outs and punts. The second South possession resulted in the first of 2 fumbles in the Nicky Rowe red zone. So they got down there, but a mistake turns it over. The defense held solid. Rowe went 3-and-out and punted. In the third South possession, a 34-yard pass to Jaziel Ovalle from Austin Schroyer got the Hawks down to the 2-yard line. Alvin Edwards, the senior running back, took it in from there for the first score of the game. South went up 7-0. South gave up a big run to Rowe in the next possession, but made up for it with a fumble recovery of their own at their 19-yard line. So they got the ball back. By the way, that big run was for Rowe down to the South 20, but a touchdown-saving tackle made by Joaquin Romero. It was a 58-yard run. Romero gets special recognition from there because without his shoestring tackle, that was a touchdown. And then 2 plays later, the ball was ripped out and recovered by South. So they get the ball back. A long drive is capped off by a 9-yard Austin Schroyer touchdown run, and that puts South up 14-0. On the subsequent road kickoff, Joe Carter Nunez, the only freshman on the South roster, comes up with a big hit on special teams. A watch and listen for Joe Carter Nunez, number 36 for South. Just like Harlingen's Hassan Woolery, Joe Carter Nunez, the only freshman on the varsity squad. Next drive, Rowe punted. The South offense then came back. A long drive was scuttled by penalties, capped off with a missed 29-yard field goal attempt. It is still 14-0 South. After a Rowe 3-and-out, South got the ball back. That was the end of the half. So it was 14-0 South at the half. Rowe got the ball to start off the second half. They went 3-and-out. On the ensuing South possession, the second fumble that they lost in the Nicky Rowe red zone. And so you can probably surmise that this game was a lot closer than it should have been. So far, already several missed opportunities for the Hawks. The next Rowe possession, which was deep in their own end, resulted in a 3-and-out and a punt. That punt blocked by Marcus Garza for a South safety. That's what took the score to 16-0. On the ensuing punt back to South, a Luis Orozco punt return for a touchdown was called back by penalty. That drive resulted in a 3-and-out. Next drive for Rowe, a 10-play, 78-yard drive for Nicky Rowe stalls at the South 4-yard line on a goal line stand. That drive started, not the drive, but that last series was a first and goal from the 3, a second and goal from the half-yard line, a third and goal from the 1. That results in a touchdown-saving tackle from star linebacker Sterling Tomlin, a false start and a field goal. No, it was still 16-0 South. I started reading notes from a different game. South then flipped the field, but eventually punted back to Nicky Rowe. Still up 16-0 in the fourth. At that point, you're feeling pretty good. But on the next Rowe possession, 2 quick first downs and then a 64-yard strike for a touchdown, followed by a successful 2-point conversion. That got Nicky Rowe on the board with 4:14 to go in the game, down only a score. The next South possession, a short drive results in a punt right back to Rowe. Rowe would get the ball at the South 47, but then it was intercepted by South. And that got him the ball back with 1:02 to go. But again, a fumble would ensue. They would give the ball right back to Rowe. Rowe with 2 timeouts and 44 seconds to go. They go on a 3-play, 72-yard drive in 24 seconds to score a touchdown. That got him within 2 points. The 2-point conversion was no good with 20 seconds to go. That was the difference in the game. South wins 16-14. They're bringing out the flag on the field. They're going to do the national anthem. We'll pause for a moment and let that go, and we'll be right back to recap last week's Harlingen-Wesco game.
Remember those our classmates whom duty has called. Remember their sacrifices, dedication, and love of country.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask all first responders to please remain standing. May I direct your attention to the south end zone of J. Lewis Bogus Stadium, as we have gathered some of our local heroes, first responders. Tonight we gather to express our deepest gratitude to the brave men and women who serve as first responders. Your dedication, courage, and selflessness are the pillars that uphold our community. The times of crisis, if you are first to arrive, putting your lives on the line to protect and save others. Whether it's fighting fires, responding to medical emergencies, or ensuring public safety, your actions make a profound difference. We've seen countless examples of your heroism, from the fighter who rescued a family from a burning building, to the paramedic who provided life-saving care, the police officers who ensured our streets, and to the nurses who are on call for all of us. Each of you has a story of bravery and compassion. We cannot thank you enough for unwavering commitment. Your hard work and sacrifice do not go unnoticed. You are the true heroes among us, and we are forever grateful for your service. On behalf of our entire community, thank you. Your courage inspires us, your dedication humbles us, and your service protects us. We are honored to have you as our first responders.
Tonight, Harlingen South Choir, under the direction of Jesus Morales and Sylvia Flores, will sing our national anthem. Please remove your hats and remain silent until the choir has finished singing. Veterans, it is appropriate to render a military salute.